Hey everybody. I hope you guys can hear me just fine. I'm using my headset. Let me see. I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure you guys can probably hear me. Anyway, this is a book that I got recently, and I'm surprised actually that it arrived as quickly as it did, but I'm very excited to open it. So I'm gonna open it with you guys. Now, it's one of two books. It's either The Gates of Horn by Bernard Slay or it's an Australian fairy tale book, both of which I discovered the existence of. Okay, through the Fairy Investigation Society. And after discovering said existence, was of course interested. So, and of course, Doss has to be here helping me because what he really wants is his Doss, by the way. Say hello. Hey, Arwina, how are you? He wants out, and I am not letting him out. So he is insisting. He's loving on the camera holder now. Yes, aren't you loving on the camera now, Cat? You're blocking my way. Nobody can see anything because you are helping, not helping. Come on. Get his butt down. Get his butt. Go on, Cat. Go, go, go. Nope. Okay. Here, I will pick you up. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Can you guys actually hear me? Can somebody say something in the comments if you guys can, in fact, hear me or whatever? I just want to make sure I'm being heard. I'm really excited about these for different reasons. So let's see. Yes? No? Anybody? Because I see there's people watching, but I don't see anything in the comments. So let's see here. Is there a way for me to comment in the comments? Yes, yes. Oh, yes. You can hear. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, very carefully packed. All right. By the way, Erwina, your quest went out today. You and Illyria both had your quests go out today. Like, I'm afraid to use scissors to open it because I'm afraid that it will. And I have a cool thing that I'm going to try to do, a TikTok here when I'm done with this. I'm not exactly a TikTok master, but I also got a cool new wax sealing thing, and I want to try to do a little wax sealing experiment when I'm done doing this unboxing. So that'll be a thing. So here we go. Here it is. Okay, this is the Gates of Horn. Pretty sure that's what this is. Oh man, oh that's what this is. Okay, this is super exciting. I I've been looking for this book for a long time. And the last time I saw a copy of it available, it was over $600. Suffice it to say, I did not buy that copy of the book. I waited. And then this one crossed my path. So I bought it. Now, for those of you who don't know, this book, The Gates of Horn by Bernard Slay, is essentially the inspirational text that gave rise to the birth of the Fairy Investigation Society. So it's like, I guess you could say, the first book. This is cool. And so here it is. And the cool thing about this, I'm really excited. I'm going to open it with you guys here in a second, is that inside of it, there's an inscription. And I don't think there was an inscription in the previous one that I had seen. So let's see. Let's see what this little insert says. This says, Bernard Slay Birmingham from 1872 to 1954 was an English mural painter, stained glass artist, illustrator, and wood engraver best known for his work An Ancient Map of Fairyland, newly discovered and set forth, which depicts numerous characters from legends and fairy tales. By the way, you can get copies at. A copy of the ancient map is in the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. He was a member of the Royal Birmingham Society of Artists between 1923 and 1928. As a young man, Slay was greatly inspired by the work of George MacDonald and William Morris. Slay was apprenticed to a woodgraver at age 14 and attended the Birmingham School of Art. He was a student of Arthur Gaskin, who worked with Edward Burne-Jones. While studying, he came under the influence of the Birmingham group. Being especially skilled in wood engraving, he soon caught the public eye through his engravings for books. He joined the Society of Mural Decorators and Painters in Tampere. His advertising after 1918 suggests that he could do wall paintings, memorial windows, and inscriptions in metal. At exhibitions of the Royal Birmingham Society of Artists, he offered to do furniture inlays. He became part of the Bromsgrove Guild in 1897, receiving commissions for decorating churches such as Wallasey in Cheshire and designing stained glass windows. After sending Henry Payne to Chelsea to study stained glass technique, the Birmingham School of Art added stained glass work to their curriculum in 1900. Bernard Slay was among the first to enroll for the course. Slay wrote a series of stories about fairies, The Gates of Horn, in 1926. Although Slay aimed the book at an adult audience, his publishers, J. M. Dent, instead marketed the book for children, and it was thus a commercial failure. Douglas A. Anderson describes the stories in The Gates of Horn as engaging and well told. Slay retired to Chipping Campden in 1937, like his mentor Arthur Gaskin, moving into Old Forge Cottage in Cider Mill Lane. His imagery by then had turned from romantic medievalism to a world peopled by fairies and elves. So, and then we have this, which says, with an original woodcut, Bernard Slay, The Gates of Horn being the sundry records from the proceedings of the Society for the Investigation of Fairy Fact and Fallacy. London, 1926, Aldine House, first edition, very rare indeed. So here we have this. And so it's got this like piece cut out, which I'm pretty sure probably affected the price a lot, bringing it down. But you can kind of see this cool inscription. Hey, Flora, how are you? And it says Alberta. Oh boy. Well, so let's see. First edition, quite rare. And then Alberta with something. And then this kind of looks like what would that be? With I don't know. I feel like I need to try to write this. And if I try to recreate this, I will be able to figure out what that is. This looks like a JU, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out what this is. September 17th, 1938, obviously. And then, so in memory of the breakup. J. So that's interesting. I'm going to try to see if I can figure this out, who this signature is. But, oh, cool. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see because the light. Can you see how it's kind of like imprinted onto the next page? That's fascinating. Does the sun maybe? Or just being old? This is cool. This is one of his woodcuts. This is just really neat. I'm super excited to read this. To IAE, for unwavering loyalty and devotion, these records in love and gratitude. I, I really, I really want to just do a series of reading these out loud for what's this? The Theosophical Society. What? This is cool. I mean, the Theosophical Society is like, how old is this thing? This is that era. Okay, it says, and these tiny little words say, there is no religion mightier than truth. It says, objects. To form a nucleus of the universal brotherhood. Oh, this must be the objects of the Theosophical Society. To form a nucleus of the universal brotherhood of humanity without distinction of race, creed, sex, caste, or color. To encourage the study of comparative religion, philosophy, and science, and to investigate unexplained laws of nature and the powers latent in man. And the back says, the soul of man is immortal, and its future is the future of a thing whose growth and splendor have no limit. You think it looks like with love on the Reverend Robert Kirk, that's where this was marked at. So the Reverend Robert Kirk is actually like you've probably even heard of him, like supposedly went to live with the fairies for some time and wrote all about it. Eh, and I have his book over here on one of my shelves. I'm not entirely sure though. I don't know. I guess I never found it particularly. It's I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of things that are simply put in there as indicators of the time of 1692, I guess. I should say. I mean, I want to say not real, I guess, or that are fabricated by him about fairies, but then also what does that even mean, right? So, I mean, it's maybe not in line with some other previous historical, a historical litany, but also like the very idea and nature of fairies is ever changing. So it's so now I'm like, is there more? That's really cool. That Theosophical books is what? That's amazing. It's really actually kind of cool to think that that's actually a bookmark that was in here from the Theosophical Society, because a lot of the people who were in the original Fairy Investigation Society crossed over into those arenas. So that is very cool. Oh man, I really have to see if I can figure out who that signature is of. Um, who am I trying to think of here? So there's the bookmark. It makes me want to find out if also there's any writing in the book, like handwriting, not. Hmm, fascinating. Man, this is so cool. Very excited about this, you guys. These people get a 5-star on getting this. I mean, and don't you have to wonder what was right there? Where is that piece? What was on that piece? Uh, I don't know. With so here's the thing again. What does that look like to any of you guys? This word right here. With like true T, maybe that's a T R with love, Love, with love from, yes, that's what it says. With love. Yes. Oh, yes, you're right, Batty. With love from, and then that signature right there. Yep. Okay. Good call. Mm, okay, it's very exciting, you guys. Woohoo! All right. Well, that is my opening of the Gates of Horn, and so now I feel compelled to read this. I have wanted this book for so long, and it is now mine. Uh, but before I delve into this, I am gonna hop over to the TikToks. I'm gonna try to do this thing because also today we got this very cool. Here, I'll just like show you guys. These I'm gonna cover my camera with my fingers because floor and house are kind of embarrassing little mess. But everybody needs a lament configuration to rest on their floor. I just want you guys to know this is actually this is where all of the spontaneous enchanted powers for items that people buy at events is going. Flora and I sat down this weekend and started filling this box with random powers that can be drawn out and applied to whatever magical items people buy. I figured this box was like the perfect thing for that, right? Oh, you got a magic item from one of our vendors and now you get to pick what its magic power is. Go ahead. Put your hand in the lament configuration, young Atreides, and hope that Pinhead does not pop out. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna get off of here and go to the TikToks so I can practice doing TikToks. But this thing is pretty cool. It's actually you put the wax into the thing and then you stamp it and it makes your wax seal all ahead of time. Then you just pop it out like an ice cube tray, and instead of then burning your wax seal, onto melting it on directly onto the envelope or whatever, you can just glue it on or stick it on however. So we're about to see how this thing works. So I will let you guys go. And uh-oh, I will check very late. I thought we were having a meeting at 7 o'clock. So that's when I was planning to be in the Discord around then. So maybe tell people that, I guess. Anyway, okay, bye guys. Thanks for joining me.